Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another one. This is a hunt from last year, and I was hunting with Dylan from Big Kansas Outdoors here in central Kansas, doing a little afternoon hunt, but we'll get to hear from him in just a second, a little bit more about that. There's a couple things I wanted to talk about before we get into it. First off, the shot cam, I did not actually dial it in, and so the point of aim is way low. So it's gonna look ridiculously low, and it's gonna mess with you when you're watching it, because there's no way I could hit some of these birds because the red dot on the screen is not actually where I'm shooting. So that's the first thing. Also, there is a clip that I'm going to address about halfway through. Yeah, it could have turned out really, really bad, but being close to the beginning of season, at least here in Kansas, and you know, for a lot of states lower than us, it's a good reminder. It's something that I should have been aware of, but we'll get into that a little bit more here later on. So just a couple things I want to get into before then. Also, we want to give a shout out to Dive Bomb for sponsoring this video, but we'll hear more about that here in a minute. We got a master plan.
We got a master plan. We're gonna shoot some snow geese, we're gonna shoot some lessers, some specks, and hopefully a few ducks.
How big of a feed are we looking at today?
It's pretty large. They've been in there for like 2-3 feedings, which is good. And a lot of snow geese, a few dark geese. But we should get a couple good rips at some snow geese. We got some really good wind too. They should come right into it pretty low, pretty much crawling. So we could get some pretty good.
So we got what, 17 to 20 mile an hour winds, something like that?
Yep, steady out of the north. And we're gonna be facing straight south, be right at our back. They should crawl right into it.
What's the spread kind of gonna look like today?
We got 4 bags of Dive Bomb White Socks, and then, which is 40 dozen. And then we're gonna run probably 10-15 dozen dark silhouettes with them.
Heck yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Don't get in on an afternoon hunt very often, and I'm looking to kill some stuff. I've had a few sketchy hunts recently that won't see the light of day because I didn't kill anything, and I have even less footage of it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. Kill him, guys! Man, this wind, they're just crawling. They didn't want to quite commit like we wanted, but next ones.
Oh, good.
Boy, I shot like utter, man. Not enough lead. I did not lead enough at all. That's disappointing. There's some nice specks in there too. But they knocked on a couple. That's good. All right, guys, I'm gonna cut in real quick, and we gotta give a big shout out to today's sponsor, Dive Bomb Industries. You guys already know what it's about, but I want to show you a new dozen decoys that I got that I'm pretty excited about. Now, they just came out with these fully flocked mallards, and I've never had fully flocks before other than silos. I'm pretty excited to give these guys a good old try. Now, season opens this weekend, so I am planning on trying to find some ducks to go out and hunt, but yeah, I haven't got it pinned down yet. But I am pretty hopeful, starting to go out and scout here in just a little bit, but gotta get this video edited. Anyway, if you want duck decoys, if you want socks, silos, they even are coming out with some full bodies. If you guys want some waterproof, or you know, if they're riding around the back of your truck, dustproof gear bags, that's awesome. These shell bags, I'd never used shell bags before, definitely a game changer for me. And it turns out if you have two of them, you can put snacks and keep those safe in one also. But yeah, Dive Bomb, they help me out a ton. You guys know, if you're familiar with the channel at all, they make it possible for me to do what I do. So I gotta give them the credit where, you know, credit's due. Anyway, if you guys want any of this gear, want to check them out, if you guys want to support them for supporting me, the link will be in the description below. But anyway, let's get back into the hunt. Ooh, that's a pretty one.
5 or 6.
Heck yeah. You want pintails?
Kill him, guys!
Oh yeah.
Well, they did it good.
That's how.
First one I looked at went squish.
Where's your lesser,
Man.
Kyle?
That was awesome. That was cool. They just didn't want to be talked to, so
Yeah.
we'll keep trying that. There's little guy. All right, let's get into it. So, when you book an entire hunt at Big Kansas, you have the option, if you want to bring your own dogs. These were both client dogs that we're hunting with this day, and obviously the yellow one was breaking quite a bit. In the earlier clip, you saw the dog come out, and I actually saw him. But in this particular clip, I did not see him at all. Actually, I did not even notice that he had gotten in front of me until I was looking at the footage later on. So what happened was, and this isn't justifying it by any means, it's just a good reminder to be aware of it. I'm just, you know, learn from what could have been a bad deal on my end. I'm sure dogs get shot every year because of stuff like this. But if you look, the camera is perched on top of my head up here. My field of view is much lower. There is a bush directly, because I was shooting a little bit lower at a bird a little bit lower. There is some bush, and my door would have been there. I just flat out didn't see the dog. Now, I knew that dog was braking, and it was kind of a crapshoot on which direction you would go, but I knew he was braking, and it should have been at the forefront of my mind that make sure your shot isn't low because it happens. So just a reminder, guys, we all mess up. Thankfully, this one didn't end up that bad, other than making me feel terrible about it later on and having to talk to you guys about the whole deal. So just something to, you know, learn from, guys. Remember, especially if there's a dog that is, you know, getting out in front of everybody, be aware of it. Boy, y'all noisy.
Kill him, bud!
Come back. Come back, baby. There's where the juvies were. I saw so much gray in that group, I was like, oh, this is gonna be easy.
Yep. Yeah, they will.
All right. Well,
Oh yeah. There's
gotta put some more in.
3. Kill him!
Aww. Poor little juvie.
I think everybody's got him.
That was a good wet because we're running out of light quick. Oh, he came back. That was a good way.
We're gonna have to.
Well, guys, battery died right there. So that's all the pile pick that I have for you. We would have gotten to a lot more snows, or at least we think we would have, because most of them didn't show up. What happened is they short stopped us by, I think it was 2 miles, 3 miles, something like that, if I remember right. They'd been going to that, you know, feed pretty consistently, and apparently they didn't feel like bucking the wind that hard that day, and they short stopped us. So, I mean, that's a snow goose thing. Obviously, that's just what they do sometimes, but it's hunting. We did the best we could. We had fun. Yeah, big shout out to today's sponsor, Dive Bomb. Make sure you go hit them up. Links in the description. Also, be careful, be safe out there. Please learn from my mistake. Hopefully, I mean, if I get roasted, I get roasted. It is what it is. All I can do is try and learn from it. So hope you guys understand. Hope you guys can take something from it. I appreciate you guys. Be safe out there, and have a good one.